I've never touched on the topic of nutrition much because I've always thought it was outside our scope of practice. I was wrong. Hi, I'm Jeffrey, physical therapist, and welcome to Life of a PT. I've always tried to live a healthy lifestyle and engage in healthy habits. In terms of knowledge surrounding exercise and rehab in general, I like to think I'm pretty proficient as a PT. When it comes to nutrition, my knowledge is more limited, or was. That's why I've been reading more books and papers on nutrition, and if you feel the same way, don't worry, I'm going to take you guys along for this journey. Firstly, diet plays a huge role in our health, and is likely more important than exercise. There are two great papers on nutrition that I recommend you guys read, especially if you're a physical therapist. If not, just finish watching this video. The APTA states that it is within professional scope of physical therapy practice to provide information on diet and nutritional issues to patients, clients, and the community. That's great, but a lot of us were not educated on the topic of nutrition in school. It was not taught, and so I have to learn all this myself. The nutritional information we provide patients have to be general information you can find online in the public domain. For example, I can educate my patients on daily protein and fiber intake. I cannot prescribe specific diets for different diseases. In patients who may require additional help outside of general information, then I would refer out to appropriate providers like registered dietitians. Let's start by talking about the standard American diet, which is abbreviated as SAD because it's literally sad. The American or Western diet usually consists of processed foods, foods high in fat and sugar, or red meats. All increase your risk of developing many diseases, if not death. The research shows that the bigger problem is not consuming diets high in fat or sugar, but it's more so not eating enough healthy foods like fruits and vegetables. Some days I am very guilty of this, but overall I have reduced the amount of fast food I eat every month, maybe just a couple times. Broadly speaking, the main takeaway for everyone is to develop an eating pattern that prioritizes protein and unsaturated fat from plant sources, carb selection from whole grains, minimum of 5 servings a day of fruits and vegetables, and a moderate dairy consumption. This will decrease your risk of chronic diseases and improve your overall well-being. The first paper has a nice table on the guiding principles for healthy eating with the recommended intake and serving sizes for different food groups. Getting a minimum of 5 servings per day of both fruits and vegetables is really not much.
So for my typical breakfast, I probably have at least 2 servings of fruits, the blackberries, blueberries, mango, cut up, banana, and I'll put granolas on top.
Research shows that closer to 10 servings of both per day can reduce all-cause mortality. 1 serving size is 1 medium fist-sized fruit, so like an apple or like this mango right here. Half cup of fresh, frozen, or canned fruits or vegetables is also 1 serving size.
So this is half a cup of blueberries, and it's really not a lot.
Daily intake of fiber should be 19 to 28 grams per day, which the majority of the population do not get. Protein intake for the general population should be 0.8 to 1 grams per kilogram of body weight. Older adults should be at a higher 1.2 grams per kilogram body weight. People building muscle mass, like myself, should aim for 2.2 grams per kilogram body weight, or basically it's 1 gram per pound of body weight. I weigh around 160 pounds, so per day I should be getting about 160 grams of protein. Another important thing about protein is try to distribute the amount of protein you take throughout the day. Total fats consumed per day should be 20 to 35% of your total daily caloric intake. Fat sources should be coming from unsaturated fats, like from olive oil, avocado, or nuts. Say you eat 2,000 calories per day, so 35% of 2,000 is about 700, so 700 calories, and you want to convert it to grams, you would divide it by 9, comes out to be about 77 grams of fat. So per day, your total fat consumed should not exceed 77 grams of fat. Now, there are also many personal and environmental determinants to healthy eating. How you were raised, your religion, your culture, your knowledge on food, and allergies are all personal factors. Where you live, accessibility to food, and costs of food are more environmental factors. Healthy eating is important for muscle strength, bone health, and wound healing, which are all important things to consider as physical therapists and how it can affect our patient's recovery. So, as physical therapists, what are some nutritional interventions that we can provide? Number one is screen for general health, nutrition, malnutrition using questionnaires. Number two is educate and provide support on behavior change. This can include motivational interviewing, goal setting, identifying environmental and social constraints and addressing them, coming up with a plan to promote healthy eating habits. Number three, when necessary, we should always refer and or collaborate with other providers like registered dietitians and other specialists. Lastly, for everyone watching, there is one major simple action everyone can start taking right now to improve your diet. That is to eat out less. This is definitely something I've been trying to do the past couple of years. Whether you live on your own or with family, it's definitely not easy, especially when the prices of blueberries are ridiculous, like $7 a box. Assuming we're all working and having responsibilities, it's definitely a lot easier to just eat out or buy something for takeout. I'm super lucky that my wife has been very helpful. She's willing to cook throughout the week to help us save money and eat healthier. Plus, her meals are delicious. I hope you guys can take something away from this video and learn to apply it to your own life and improve it. Thank you guys for watching, and click here to watch my last vlog where I cooked a steak for the very first time.